Stories by Nan. We are all different. This book is an illustration of different animals with their different natures. We too are all different in looks, actions, color, and many other ways. We don't have to be the same to be okay. We just have to accept who we are. The red painted barn is a wonderful space, because the creatures that live there each have their place. No one could be the other, you see. Each one was just as they needed to be. Spiky the Hedgehog got a little bit ruffled if anybody said anything muffled. He was quite sure they were speaking of him, which made his life mostly quite grim. His friend Teresa the tortoise never made a sound. She kept to herself with her head to the ground. To most it looked as though she was tough, but she put on an act to hide her soft stuff. Larry the lamb just grazed through the day, keeping his head down and out of the way. He tried to be good as best as he could, and did what he was told and as he should. Pickles the pig took to being a clown. She laughed her head off and fooled around. She bounced round the farmyard and was always to blame when things got too crazy. They all called her name. Crawford the crow was sly in his ways. No one could outsmart him all of his days. He used his friends to get what he needed. He was quick with his mouth and always succeeded. Gertie the goat was a bit of a butter. She never quite listened to anyone other. Her best word was why. With a touch of a whine, she often got moaned at and pulled into line. Coddy the cow was as a mother would be. She took care of bath, bed, and feed. And in her own quiet way, she was wise beyond words, 'cause she listened and chewed on each word that she heard. Harry the horse was in charge of them all. He took no nonsense and was very tall. He stood head above all on the farm, making sure no one came to much harm. Each one of these animals had their own ways. Each one was a star in their own kind of way. They all lived together in a red-painted barn, and mostly, things were quite calm. The boy from the farm loved to come in and play in the red-painted barn where the animals stay. His name was Flynn, and he greeted each one by name. Then he played with the animals that all were quite tame.